HarperCollins presents The Conjure-Man Dies by Rudolph Fisher, read by J.D. Jackson, with introduction by John Chancer.
Introduction. The Conjure-Man Dies is, first and foremost, highly readable, wholly entertaining. This should go without saying, since the book is a mystery novel of merit, and the sole function of any mystery story is to entertain. Of all types of fiction, it is probably the least pretentious, which is all in its favor at a time when the novel is so often used by authors as sugarcoating for indigestible messes of philosophy or polemics calculated to make the reading of fiction a duty rather than a pleasure, or for self-indulgent exercises in beautiful writing by poets manquis, which make it neither a duty nor a pleasure. This is not to deny that the formal mystery story does have its limitations, nor that too many of its practitioners, adopting these limitations as a rule book, tend to turn out a sort of mechanically contrived product, one cheap-jack job after another rolling off the production line, each similar to the other beneath its coat of paint. But it is a fact that a writer of authentic talent can and will create within the genre a novel which, while staying in bounds, offers a good example of that talent. Rudolph Fisher was such a writer, and the one mystery novel he wrote, The Conjure-Man Dies, originally published in 1932, offers striking evidence of it, especially when viewed in the light of its times. Its success on publication was great enough to carry it into production as a play by the Federal Theater Project in 1936. Its rediscovery and appearance in this edition are no more than proper tributes to both its readability and its merits as a record of its period. Fisher himself was an extraordinary man. A Negro, born on the 9th of May, 1897 in Washington, D.C., he graduated from Brown University with honors and went on to become a distinguished doctor of medicine, specializing in röntgenology. At the height of his medical career, he turned to writing as an avocation, and was soon being published by such magazines as Atlantic Monthly, Crisis, McClure's, American Mercury, and Story. A novel, The Walls of Jericho, published in 1928, received high critical praise, and when one adds the success of The Conjure-Man Dies to the list of Fisher's literary achievements, it is plain that he was at least as talented in writing as he was in the practice of medicine. He died, however, on the 26th of December, 1934, tragically young, and with a brilliantly promising career in letters unfulfilled. His authorship of The Conjure-Man Dies gave Fisher a lonely distinction. Since the 1860s, when Meta Victor in America and Wilkie Collins in England produced the first formal mystery novels, there had been no Negro writer who utilized this technique as a means of literary expression until Fisher came along. After his death, there was again a hiatus until the 1960s, when Chester Himes appeared on the scene with his detective stories of Harlem. The time now ripe for it, Himes, an enormously talented writer himself, came to achieve a prestige and financial success from his mystery stories, which Fisher could never have conceived. What adds a special dimension to Fisher's novel from the present listener's point of view is the date of its publication, 1932. The Negro experience that year was still basically unchanged from the era of the Reconstruction. The vaunted Harlem Renaissance of the 1920s had not gone below the surface. Excellent as some of the literature emerging from it was, there was a strong smell of the dilettante about the movement, largely emanating from the whites who were part of it, and the Great Depression had stopped even the meager economic lifeblood that was left in black communities from flowing. If life everywhere was hard, life in Harlem came down to a desperate
Sample complete. Ready to continue?